Hey, what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. I'm back with another reading. We're going to dive into a message for you, Divine Feminine. And what I'm going to do is pick up a message from your Divine Masculine, okay? We'll see what's happening with them, because the main message here I'm getting is that they're starting to dread divine timing. I feel like it's taking too long to get to you. Okay, so a lot of them could be in a really anxious energy when it comes to this connection. And I feel like they're having to trust what's happening right now. Okay, some of you could be experiencing separation. A lot of your divine masculines are feeling a renewed sense of passion for you, but it comes at a time where you guys are in this separation energy. And I feel like for a lot of you divine feminines, you're in this separation energy because you want to be. It's like for the first time ever, you might be the one that has no problem initiating separation, okay? Children might have a lot to do with this connection I feel like for the both of you, okay? Not all of you are going to resonate with that message, but I do feel like this could be very significant here. Many of you could be placing a lot of emphasis on your home life, your family life. A lot of your divine masculines are I'm hearing making room. I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are mentally trying to make space and make room for the fact that you might have kids. Maybe they don't, okay? And vice versa. Maybe they're the ones with kids. Maybe you don't have kids. But I'm starting to pick up on energy around, like, maybe this separation has a lot to do with them not realizing if they were ready for all of this. A lot of you could have just really unusual connections where I feel like many of you might have already been situated in like your families. You might have been married, and it's like boom, income strolling in your twin flame. And a lot of you could be in dynamics where, because with the children card, I'm picking up on either someone who never thought they wanted kids or someone who doesn't have kids. And for a long time on your journey, it's really been like the elephant in the room. But I'm sensing with this divine masculine, like they don't care anymore. They don't care about the obstacles in the way, okay? What I'm also picking up with the children card is I feel like they could have pushed you away because of this, okay? They might have convinced themselves that they never wanted kids, or they're the type of person that won't do well with kids. And I feel like there's a sense of like regretting that now, because maybe you keep your distance from them because some of you could be waiting for your kids to grow up and you have no problem prioritizing your role as a parent. Because you know, like as you ascend and grow on this twin flame journey, the importance of being there for your kids. I'm seeing like a lot of you prioritizing co-parenting relationships as well. And that is also something that many of your divine masculines are coming to understand, respect, acknowledge. Whereas in the past, they might have been rolling their eyes at it, thinking that you were absurd. They might have been very triggered at the fact that maybe some of you have like very close co-parenting relationships. But I feel like because of the separation energy, they're having to like drop all of that, or they're having to address maybe like the jealousy or the stigmas attached to it, or just the fact that they really don't care. Like I'm hearing for some of them, it's like, why am I even angry? Why am I even upset? Like I should be happy that you have a good relationship with your ex for the sake of your children. You know, like I feel like a lot of them are maybe addressing things like, I shouldn't be jealous, or I like, remember this theme of maturity is coming up for a lot of the divine masculines. And I'm telling you, the separation for a lot of you has a lot to do with it, because I'm picking up on as well that many of you might have been separated for a very long time. And if you're the divine feminine, you allowed that space. Okay, so much to the point where a lot of your masculines started to pace back and forth and sweat. And now they're dreading this divine timing because you're taking your time with things. You're starting to realize that you need to do things for your own highest good. And for many of you, you are prioritizing family life, home life. And I feel like for a lot of you who went into separation because of this, especially if it was your divine masculine's doing, for example, and then many of you honored that space in separation because there was no ifs, ands, or buts when it came to your kids. Somebody don't play about their kids. Sorry, I was hearing that in my head. Somebody don't play about their kids. You could be the type of divine feminine too, where it's like you're an amazing, incredible mom. And I feel like many of you who are moms on this journey and you've gone through, you know, like having this twin flame journey. I'm not going to say like, into like, I don't know, it just feels like this intrusion upon the life that you had before. And things just kind of had to turn upside down. I just want to remind you guys to like pat yourselves on the back, because that journey in itself is not the easiest when kids are involved. You meet your twin flame and vice versa, right? Like it could be that you came into the picture divine feminine and all of a sudden their life is being turned upside down, and there is the tremendous sense of guilt that you may carry divine feminine because of some of the things that your divine masculines had to experience, right? And like, you know, again, take it how it resonates, because this could be the feminine, this could be the masculine. Nonetheless, children are involved in this connection, and I do feel like many of your divine masculines are dreading this whole idea of like, you know, divine timing and things having to play out, because I feel like many of them, they're maturing and they have so many regrets about the way that they might have acted or reacted to, you know, just the whole idea of you two being so separated or so separate or so different from one another. It's like that didn't matter. They tried to run from this connection maybe because of this energy. But it's like you two always lead right back to one another anyway. And now it's just come to that place on your journey where the passion kind of reignites itself. Someone's divine masculine out there is starting to have thoughts about what it would be like to meet your kids, or what it would be like to have you meet their kids, what it would be like to have kids with you if they found themselves saying like that wasn't for them, they don't want kids, they don't want to get married, like all that kind of, you know, commitment stuff. I feel like for a lot of them, the passion is, it's igniting. The separation energy is definitely coming to an end. Okay, but when? When is it going to come to an end? Exactly when? I feel like is maybe what they want to know. Which is, again, why they're probably feeling like they hate the idea of divine timing, right? Divine timing. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, they absolutely hate it right now. They're dreading it in a sense, because I feel like it's taking long to get to you. But I feel like the reason they're dreading it and it's taking long is because like there's so much making up to do. Many of them could feel like, man, there's so much making up to do. There's so much lost time. There's so much that I wish that I could correct, or that I wish that I could say. There's a sense of regret, but they know that this is worth waiting for, and they hope that you know that this is worth waiting for, or that they're worth waiting for. Okay, yeah, the passion is definitely reigniting with the both of you. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. You're definitely a beautiful mom, and I hear that some of you, it's like the more you do your whole mom thing with this children card here, the more attractive you are. I feel like many of your masculines have experienced a renewed sense of feminine energy as well, falling in love with you being a mom, especially again if they didn't want kids, or let's say they have kids and they didn't know how that would fit into your world, or if that would push you away somehow. I feel like for many of you it is just like it's destined. Many of you just know what to do without even having to try. If you're a divine feminine and you don't have kids and your masculine is the one who has kids, like I feel like they're so attracted to the person that you are. You would make a beautiful mother. Maybe many of you could have animals as well, or pets, where it's like your mothering energy or the way that you take care of your pets is very nurturing also. But somebody is feeling a renewed sense of passion and attraction towards you, romantic feelings. They cannot stop thinking about you in a romantic way. And that's why they maybe hate that it's taking so long to get to you, because I'm hearing make love. A lot of them could want to make love to you. feel like picking a card from the Tarot of Sensual Magic. Okay, let's get one more here. Okay, what else is shifting in this connection? Okay, so time alone with you. It's time for you two to maybe disconnect from the world a little bit. Late night conversations is something I'm picking up on. If you guys can't physically get away right now, it's like just getting away in a romantic way, which is through conversation, talking with one another, catching up. Okay, somebody could feel like they're on the verge of reaching out, because with the separation card, I'm getting this anxious energy when I talk about it. Like, even this time alone is making me feel anxious, because the thing is like we've got romantic feelings, passion, and attraction. Okay, they maybe hate the fact that something has to play out right now. You guys have to wait something out. I'm sensing divorce for some of you, separation, custody agreements, like a lot of interesting conversations coming up around that. But because I was talking about positive co-parenting, I'm getting that all of this is happening in a very relaxed and positive way. And maybe that's why they know that this is worth waiting for, because they know that you may be slowly going through the steps to do what it is you need to do. But I'm hearing all of this is triggering. We have religious factors coming up, which is your love life is being influenced by spiritual factors. And what I mean by that is, I do feel also like for a lot of your masculines, they could feel like this is a lot to bear right now. In the past, it has been really, really triggering watching you either stay in a relationship. It feels like you were dragging your feet on separation or divorce, but now they have more clarity. I feel like because they have either aged or matured, they kind of look at themselves and they're like, I was an idiot for feeling like I needed to put you under so much scrutiny and pressure, because I feel like with this maturity, they're maybe understanding or realizing just how difficult or how chaotic it must have been for you to go through certain changes, especially if they were the ones without kids. Okay, I feel like some of this karma playing out for many of your masculines, it could be either they're in the separation, they've gone through similar experiences now, so maybe they're having to go through stuff like divorce or separation or like parenthood, for example. You know, it's like they never thought that certain things would happen to them where they lacked understanding with you, and it's like karma ends up balancing itself out where it might have been triggering for you, yes, divine feminine, to either see them get married, have a family, do whatever it is they had to do, but because of those experiences, they now have so much understanding for what it is you had to go through. And I feel like ironically that's what's kind of bringing this connection together in a way that everybody involved maybe can't deny. Okay, because I do feel like with the worth waiting for card, divine timing is definitely at play in this connection here between these two. Okay, but I feel like, again, it's something that many of your divine masculines, they're struggling with because they feel like it is taking a lot of time. Okay, let's see where their focus should be. Okay, what kind of things are going on in the divine masculine's life right now? Why are they dreading all of this divine timing? What's going on with them behind the scenes? Okay, so we have Dark Night of the Soul, and I feel like the Moon card always brings up things that maybe were hidden, also things that we didn't see before. The Moon card also too can bring up moments of just moodiness, darkness. I think I shared a reading the other day that talked about your divine masculines being in a whole mood, because I feel like for many of you in the divine feminine energy, you know, you've consistently just moved forward and lived your life. You know, the triggers, the separation energy, a lot of you, I feel like intuitively knew how to handle it, you know, or twin-intuitively knew how to handle it, because with the twin flame connection being so connected to your divine counterpart, I feel like a lot of you, again, you did what you had to do for your highest good. There was a lot of prioritizing, and your masculines did not understand it at the time. And I do feel like with the Dark Night of the Soul, they hurt you a lot. And many of them are now having flashbacks, or they could be having moments of deep regret because They didn't step up when they should have. They didn't believe in this connection in the way that they should have. At the time, though, I want to let you guys know, especially with the dark night of the soul, like they just honestly did not have like the maturity level for it, because ascension comes in steps, right? There's only certain triggers that will happen along your path that really make you feel the hurt to the core, so much to the point where you reflect and you realize and you feel the love of your, in this case for the masculines, the divine feminine. They end up having the dreams, a lot of the feelings, the synchronicity, seeing your name everywhere, waking up and not realizing why it is you're on their mind so heavy. I feel like the more you focused on your own life and prioritized yourself, your highest good, you didn't go chasing after them, trying to heal or fix them. They naturally have now entered into their own healing work. And I feel like with the dark night of the soul coming up, like it's so painful. That's why they hate this divine timing, because they have no idea what direction you're going to go in. I am seeing too that many of them might be fearing that some of you could be getting back together with your exes. Meanwhile, you guys are really just maintaining a positive relationship, because I feel like for a lot of you in these co-parenting situations with children involved, you're really trying to pave the way for positive communication, like, positive things that come out of it for the kids. And I feel like a lot of your divine masculines didn't see that before, and they might have pushed you so far away, but now they're gaining that perspective or that clarity. Okay, but dark night of the soul is probably why they're hating this divine timing thing right now, because they feel like it's going to take forever now, maybe to get to you. I feel like old reading energy is resurfacing. Like a lot of them could just be entering into some kind of karmic contract, like seeing you stay and work on your partnership in some way, whether that be a soulmate karmic contract, because you wanted to work things out smoothly. It triggered them to enter into something that they now heavily regret. That's been coming up like collectively, I feel, for a lot of them. Like a lot of them could be in really unfulfilling karmic situations that out of stubbornness or spite, they did those things and now they deeply regret it. There's a lot of detachment in these karmic energies as well. Many of your masculines feel really cold there. They miss you so much as well, divine feminines. They may miss like your warmth. A lot of you could be fire signs as well. You look really good as well, divine feminine. You could be you could be an Aries. Sorry guys to clear my throat so loudly. You could be an Aries. You don't have to be, but I am just picking that up to throw that out there. But they miss everything about you. You have stood up time and time again, and you've been set on fire, and each time you continue to rise out of these ashes. And I feel like a lot of you, I'm hearing sexy mom or sexy mama. Like you are just on top of your stuff. And I feel like something about your loyalty to your masculine in this journey makes them go like, shit. Like you weren't getting back with your ex. Like you really just were doing what it is you had to do. I don't know why I'm hearing that for some of you, but I see it because of this children card here. I feel like for a lot of you who have kids involved, you're getting rewarded now, or there's a lot of clarity for your divine masculines now, and all they can do is see you in this light of either being like a really beautiful mom, really nurturing mom, a very strong mom, a woman who knows her priorities and you don't budge with your boundaries. That's why I was hearing like somebody don't play about their kids. And your masculine finds this really beautiful and really attractive. And I feel like as they mature, many of them may want to have kids themselves. And to see you in this sexy energy of like raising kids, like raising these little humans and having them be like, responsible, or like they might see you on social media, like doing your thing with your kids, and you have your kids really involved in things, or you might be like a really hands-on parent. And for some reason, a lot of your divine masculines, I don't know, they're in this release, surrender, purge energy where before they were like kind of turned off by the whole idea of like family life, kids, like, oh, you had kids, that's too much for me. Like, but now it's like they're fixated on watching you do this, because I think in their minds they're like, how the hell is she raising, humans. Like that's the tip they're on right now. They're so turned on by your feminine energy. Like that's the kind of stuff that's hitting them right now. Like she's literally over there. She birthed that thing and now she is literally raising it. How? And they weirdly instinctively feel like that is just so attractive. It's almost like it makes them want to like make you have their baby. They want to put a baby in you. I don't know why that came out like that, but it just did. Okay, definitely check out the 18 plus readings, guys. Join the channel, check out the membership section. If you guys enjoyed this reading, there's definitely probably a title in there for some of you as a part 2 to this. Okay, if you guys would like a personal session with me, be sure to check out the bio. I'm on Hipsy.com. I'm on Wizio.com. I do private sessions where you guys can either text with me or talk with me one-on-one. Check it out, guys. I really enjoy working with you. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next reading, okay? You guys take it easy. Bye.